Okay, one last thing with triangular numbers. Use dot diagrams to show that the nth triangular number can be expressed as t sub n, nth triangular number, equals n times n plus 1 over 2. Okay. And here's what we're going to do for that. I will say consider the rectangle consisting of n rows of n plus 1 dots each. N rows, n plus 1 dots each. So essentially overall, that means I have n plus 1 columns, n plus 1 vertical columns. And I have n rows. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak something in right under here and say that this much from here to here, why, that's just n columns. Now, why exactly did I do that? I don't know, but I think it will pay big dividends for me. Now, I'm going to draw a triangle using all of the rows and notice I have n rows and n columns here. And we can sort of see what's happening now. I'm going to draw another triangle right beside it. And notice that this dot in the bottom row is not part of the triangle on the right. So the triangle on the right essentially spans n vertical columns. Now, both of these triangles have n rows. From the original rectangle, they span from the bottom row to the top row of dots. From the bottom row to the top row of dots. So each one of these right isosceles triangles has n rows and n columns. So this guy is t sub n. And you know what? This guy over here is t sub n also. Now, before I throw this picture away, let's just take a quick look at what we have here. We have two equilateral isosceles triangles, t sub n, and we put them together and we get the entire set of dots, which we said consisted of n rows of n plus 1 dots each. Or another way of looking at it, the entire rectangle contains n rows and n plus 1 columns. So let's note that on the next slide here. We have T sub n plus T sub n equals n rows each containing n plus 1 dots. So that means that we have 2t sub n is equal to n times n plus 1. Now, to get the result that we want, we'll just divide both sides by 2. The nth triangular number can be given by this formula, n times n plus 1 over 2.